Hey YouTube, Cool Eyes here, and welcome to a nice live stream. We'll be drawing some characters. And state your name as you come into the video. So yeah, so first we're gonna go over some characters from my little town I made. Each character is made with TLC, Tender Love and Care. Made with love and care, and some characters are made by my family members and friends. I'm gonna go over characters and see their backstories. So, by the way, this is me. I don't have a backstory because it's just my avatar. I'm gonna change her design later on, though. I don't like it. But yeah. Number 1. She was a hard worker on the farm, but one day her and her sister moved, when they got older, they moved, and they are Linquest City. I forgot which one I wrote. So they moved into a country called Lochnet City. And it lives in a city called Linquest. In Linquest, they had a, she became a spy along with her sister. But her sister was an evil spy. Like, she didn't really care about people or their issues. So they kicked her off. And now her sister vows to get revenge. And Brittany Windchime is there to stop her from getting revenge. Her real personality is that Brittany is kind of laid back. She's more of a motherly-like character. She cooks, she cleans, but she's tough. And she likes to chew a lot of gum. Sorry, notification. And Brittany likes to chew a lot of gum too. And if you see her teeth, I'm gonna put her teeth in, draw a picture of her teeth later one day. Her teeth look like they died a long time ago. They look so rotten. And one episode, I'm gonna make an animation where she goes to the dentist. It's a short animation. It's not gonna be long. Next character I drew was Thumbelina. Thumbelina Zull. When I was creating her, I didn't really know she was actually gonna be green and black, but I changed it to red and black. And I know you can't see it through the camera, but her hair is kind of a pinkish color. It's not really red; it's more of a pinkish red, like her eyes, except a little bit reddish. You can't tell through the camera, but it's more pinker red. So Thumbelina grew up all girly and sweet with her parents, but her mother never really paid attention to her. So she decided to run away. But she ran away. She went back to her mom one day, but when she ran away, she joined a spy team called Linquest Spies. She became more tougher and more tomboyish there. That's why she wears this now. She still has a girly personality, but she'd rather wear tomboyish and loose-fitting clothing. She but she joined the Junior Spy Academy, and like Brittany, I never told you that, but she joined the Junior Spy Academy too. Brittany's actually 16 years old. I forgot to mention that. She's actually 16. This is her as a child, by the way. Brittany's actually 16 years old. And Thumbelina Zull is older than her. Thumbelina is at least 21 or 22. I forgot what age I made her, but she's somewhere in that age group. Thumbelina, after she became tough, she preferred to be called Zull, so everyone just didn't know her. No one knows her name is Thumbelina. She likes to be called Zull. She has a crush on a guy named Flake, but Flake is a player, so she tries not to like him. She really does try. She knows they're friends, so she knows how much girlfriends he has, and that keeps him secret from other ones. And that's why she doesn't date him and stuff. Well, speaking of Flake, by the way, she also had a friend named Karen Lau and her husband Luke Lau. She has her friends. She knew her friend's husband. They died, but they have a daughter she takes care of, and I will show you that after I'm done with this. After a few characters. And speaking of Flake from earlier, this is Flake. Flake Draft. Flake Draft grew up as an orphan, and he just ran around in the city with his little sister Jenny Draft. So Flake and Jenny were always mischievous. They always did spray paints. They always were doing illegal things. Until they found out the spies were doing some business around the town, and they decided to snoop around. One day, Flake found out that one day Flake and his sister were found by the spies, and they told Flake that they killed his sister while they were separated. He ran away, but his sister was not dead though. They didn't kill her, but she did feel betrayed that he left. So he vows to avenge his sister's death that's not actually dead, he doesn't know. And his sister vows to get revenge on the brother that betrayed her. So yeah, by the way, Flake is the player. He has a lot of girlfriends, like 15 or 16, that he has not told anyone about yet, except for his friends. And they don't care anymore. They're like, let's just let the girl find out herself. He has several children he has not raised. But he is a good guy. He has a good heart. He's just not really good with keeping a committed relationship. But he does end up falling in love with Zal or Thumbelina. Hi, I'm telling my backstories. You can finish. You can go. I'll go back I'll do a recap at the end of the episode, but I'm going over all my backstories. So yeah, Flake is a player. Blah blah blah. So, several children he hasn't raised. And he has fallen in love with Zal though. And Zal is his and Zal and him want to be friends, but he flirts with her a lot, but she hates him. She hates him so much. Even though she loves him, she still hates him. Now I have a character named Zack Chiller, hacker, Ice Spy. His original design was supposed to be him, the Ice Spy. Like, he used ice weapons. Like, each character has a weapon. Brittany has bubblegum themed weapons. Zal has element changing whips. Flake has bombs. And I want to give Zack ice weapons, but he can't do much with ice. So I made him a hacker and a teacher. So Zack grew up as a spy. His mother, Judy Chiller, is a spy. And he joined a senior spy academy. He never really was good with the spy thing, so he became a hacker instead. He's always been good-hearted, and he's naive a lot. He's smart, very intelligent, he can hack and stuff. But he's too nice to the point where you trust anybody. Except when he knows when there's a problem.
You were talking.
So he knows when there's a problem. Yet he does get his job done and stuff like that. He has a little brother named Tommy Chiller. And Tommy is also a spy on training and not really that good at it either. He plans on becoming a hacker like Zack if he still keeps failing at being a spy. So yeah, Zack's story, and that's Zack's story. We have a character, and here's the character of Karen and Luke Lau. Misty Lau, age 9. Misty grew up in Linquest, but she's still 9 years old. She hasn't finished growing up yet, but she has a dog named Chippy, and one day her parents went missing. They were dead. She doesn't know that. One day they went missing, and no one knows how they died. No one knows where they went. They didn't find out they're dead until later on in the story. But right now, she thinks they're alive, just looking for them. But the spies don't even know what happened to them, so they're all looking for them. Misty Lau is sweet, sensitive. Like, she's not that sensitive, but she is sweet and naive. Like, she's so naive. Like, I think because she's 9 years old, never went to school or had any much friends or knowledge about the street or anything. And she's kind of ditzy. But she's enough that she knows the difference between good and evil. And she knows when something suspicious is up. She has good sensing like that. Her dog, Chippy, helps her understand certain dangers and stuff, but Misty rather be adventurous. And she stayed alive for a long time by herself until the spies found her. Now all the spies are raising her together, and they don't trust Flake to raise her because he's immature and annoying. Zack, Brittany, and Zul usually raise her, Zul being the harsh and aggressive babysitter, but still caring, like a big sister. Brittany being like the motherly babysitter, like feeding her and giving her presents. And Zack being the responsible babysitter and doing everything good. But Flake is just the irresponsible one, and someone always has to be assigned to stay next to him, watch him while he watches her, which is funny. He's a babysitter too. He might end up telling her one of his perverted stories with his girlfriend, so everyone's like, okay, Flake, we'll watch you, you watch her. And speaking of Flake, this is Jenny Draft, Flake's sister that everyone thought was dead. So Jenny grew up with Zack. Zack, Flake, and they pretty much have the same backstory except Jenny's personality. She's tough. She's tomboy. She's like one of those rough tomboys. Like she likes to tease people, likes to make fun of them. She's like a bully. Let's just say that she's a bully-like character. Like I said, I don't know what else I can write about her except that she's a bully. Like, she picks on you. Like, I think she means it in a nice way, but she's still mean. She might call you fat, but she'll laugh and say, I'm just kidding. But that's mean still. Jenny Draft is number, forgot what number. I enabled all my characters. I made them all by numbers. I don't know where my book is, though. I think she's number 6, I think. No, wait. Yeah, she's number 6. She's number 6. Because I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, she's number 6. She's character number 6. That was her as a kid. I have a lot of them as kids, but I don't really draw them. See her as a kid. This is character number 7. Ginger Bubblegum. She's a scientist, so she's in a lab coat, but under her coat, I don't know what she's going to wear. This is Ginger Bubblegum. Ginger grew up in a pretty bad neighborhood. But she was really good with her school and stuff. She actually got into Harvard. By the time she was a teenager, she got 2 little sisters. They called the Cotton Candy Twins. I think their name was Pepper and Katie. I forgot what I named them. But Pepper and Katie Bubblegum, they're twins and they're cute looking. The one is really snobby and the other one's really sweet. One of them's really generous. So, yeah. So Ginger grew up in a bad neighborhood and she never really had much support from her parents. Her parents, she always was bullied. She always was insecure about her looks and everything. She always had low self-esteem and stuff. She has an abusive boyfriend and she doesn't really leave him. Until I haven't wrote this yet in the story, because I have a book about this. One day she meets a girl named Marcy, and they end up falling in love. She has to fall in love with a girl instead of a guy. And she leaves that abusive guy for her, because she protects her. So Ginger doesn't really have a nice life at first, but ever since she met Marcy, she has a pretty good life. Ginger always felt unappreciated and stuff, but she had nice friends when she moved to Linquest Spies. She became their permanent scientist after a test. And they all care about her. She just doesn't really feel appreciated, though. In the love section, not really like the friendship section. She learned about friends. Okay, moving on. Character number 8. Janine Glaze. I have another book I'm gonna make instead of by the Linquest. I didn't write this one yet. It's called Dragon Tamers. But let's just put it like this. humans and dragons hated each other. But one day they decided to have peace by marrying into each other. This woman and this man and a male dragon got married, and they actually fell in love after their arranged marriage. And they had the first human-dragon baby. Dragons and humans can have babies together, and they evolve into like a dragon-human hybrid. And these dragon-human hybrids, they look like people, but they can transform into a dragon at will. They always have a sense of style. Like, you see their style, like, they always have a similar sense of style to clothing. And shaggy hair most of the time, or, like, really straight hair, not really in between. Their hair always look like they're look unkept or something. Not really unkept, but more like exotic hairstyles. But ever since the baby was born, the child could, after age of 5, she lost control and turned into a full-blown dragon as feral and killed everybody. So they decided they figured that out by going to a dragon tamer, and those dragon tamers and they'll go to school. They learn self-discipline. They do a lot of things like that. Before they turn 6, and they become a dragon tamer. So far, a dragon tamer is a human dragon hybrid that's learned to control the dragon inside them. So Janine Glaze, character number 8, is a dragon tamer. That's the species. Dragon-human hybrid is a dragon tamer. She's an electric dragon tamer, or lightning, one of them. And she is really hyperactive. She grew up in a nice little house with her little brother. She's a teenager. She goes to school. She has little brothers, and two little brothers, and her mother. Not her mother, her father. She has 2 little brothers and her father. So she's quite boy-like. She doesn't dress up like a boy. She's really girly, but she has like a boy-like strength. Like the way she acts, the way she talks is like a boy. She has that attitude about her. She doesn't know her own strength. She's really strong. So when she wants to playfully punch you, you end up flying through the wall. She's always happy, energetic. She's always optimistic, but she always had bad luck on finding a boyfriend or love. Her best friend is a boy named Yugi, who she soon falls in love with, but not yet. Right now, they're just best friends that she considers only friends, like platonic friends. And she hugs him, she plays with him, but even though they're teenagers, she's still really attached to him. And he's a complete opposite of her, actually. But they understand each other. Honestly, Janine's one of my favorite characters ever invented. She's really funny. She was like, "Hi, I'm Janine. Wanna play?" She talks like, "Hi, I'm Janine. Yeah, I know. She's like, "Yeah, I know. I'm so out of it today, but I have a great idea. Let's play a game." She punches you, and you fly through the wall. It's like, sorry, I don't know my own strength. I need a strong coach. That's how she talks, by the way. She talks like this. This is her as a kid. She's much of a bully as a kid, very bullyish. And this is her friend Yugi, her best friend in the world, Yugi Shade. Like the complete opposite. Like, see how she smiles and how he frowns. He's character number, I think 9. Yeah, I think he's character number 9. So Yugi is always grumpy. So he's in a bad mood for some reason. Like, not in a bad mood. Like, he could be in a good mood, but he's just really shy and always angry. He's always gloomy. He's depressed. He doesn't look depressed. Looks more angry, but he's really lonely. He's a loner. Likes to be alone. He's grumpy for some reason. The only person he could tolerate to be around him, the only person he actually likes around him, like he's in love with Janine for the longest time, because she was always so happy and nice around him, even though he was so sad and gloomy. He calls her the light in his life. He says she brights up every single room that's around him. That's why he likes to be around her. That's why he's in love with her. And he also has he also tolerates having some friends like Jasmine Lavender, a little girl he goes to school with, because there's not just a high school, there's also a junior high school. Little friend he has named Waterlily Angela. He has some friends, he just tolerates them. He doesn't really say they're friends, like we tolerate them. But he really considers Janine a friend. He's him as a kid. Like, he was really sad and depressing look. He was really sad and nervous as a kid. Like, he was anxious and always nervous about something. This is Sapphire Waters, a water dragon. Like, Yugi is a shadow dragon. He's also a dragon person. This is Sapphire Waters. She's a water dragon. Yeah, I forgot Yugi grew up as an only child with a big sister. That's about it. So Sapphire Waters got her name. She was an orphan, but was adopted and got by fire dragons. It's really funny because she's a water dragon, but she wears like orange clothing, which means she's from the Fire Kingdom. She's a fire dragon too. She has water dragon powers, but she has fire. She was raised by fire dragons. So that's why her colors are different from her hair. Sapphire was named because of her sapphire blue eyes. And her last name Waters because she's a water dragon. They didn't name her their last name because they wanted to keep her water theme about her. So Sapphire always showed no emotion on her face. She's just like, eh. She has emotions, she just doesn't show them. So she'll smile once in a blue, but it's more of a genuine smile, not really like an actual smile. She'll laugh a little bit, but she's more monotone. And she actually has a crush on a guy named Castiel Dreamers. And Castiel is a heaven's dragon, and I think he's next. No, he's not next. Yeah, he is. So I'm sure her crush, or a future boyfriend, or husband, whatever, Castiel Dreamer. Castiel's a heaven's dragon. He's a dragon born from the heavens. His father was a dragon's god, and his mother was actually a human. So he grew up he's a heaven's dragon. Not a light dragon, but a heaven's dragon. He's always happy-go-lucky and sweet and nice. Like, he's everything nice. And he likes Sapphire because of her mysterious personality. He actually is like a He's also a teenager, but he's actually people really don't like him that much because he's too happy, like he's too nice and too optimistic. Like he's in a kid's cartoon all day. This is Waterlily Angela, the little girl dragon. She's a sky dragon. Even though she doesn't look like an air dragon because of all the pink colors, it's her eyes. Her eyes are like the color of the sky. She's a sky dragon. She was born from the sky. Her father is a sky dragon, a wind dragon. So she has to learn how to. But her father was always overprotective of her, so she couldn't leave the castle that she lived in. She's always sad that she could never leave, so she ran away to join the Dragon Tamer school. She's in junior high school, so she is like around 14, not 14, but more around 12 or 11. She knows she's really tomboyish. She's quite tomboyish and overexcited all the time. She's like Janine, except not crazy. Except she's not so happy all the time. She's happy, but not too happy. She's always like energetic. She's like, wanna go play some soccer? Or something like that. She's tomboyish. You wanna go play some soccer? I don't know how she's gonna sound yet. I need a perfect voice actor for her. But yeah, Waterlily Angela is actually a princess of the Sky Dragons. So she's Princess Waterlily Angela. Everyone calls her just Lily. Everyone just calls her Lily. This is Jasmine Lavender. She was originally supposed to replace the old design. The way Sapphire looked, her monotone voice, so I gave her She's always at peace. She's like a hippie. She's at peace with everything. She's always like meditating. She has a garden. She grew. I haven't really finished her backstory yet, but I'm thinking. I think she grew up in like a city, like the big city, where she learned how. Where she Let me think. I'm trying to think of a backstory right now because she doesn't have one. I don't want to make one up later, and I don't know how to write one. So let's just say she grew up with her mom and She grew up with her mom and dad as the only child. And then she was always treated like a princess. She's spoiled, but then she learned about how the world actually works. So she stopped being like a spoiled brat and actually gave to charities and stuff. And actually got her own place. The way where she lives by herself until Water Lily Angela came looking for running away. She let Water Lily Angela stay with her. She's pretty much raising Water Lily Angela as like a big sister. I think Jasmine is like pretty character, but she gets annoyed easily. No matter how peaceful she is, she also gets annoyed easily. And that'll be the last character of this episode. So we went over 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. So maybe every episode I'll go through 13 characters. So guys, I hope you enjoyed this video. Please comment, subscribe if you liked. I'll share, if you have any ideas of of a character you want me to draw for you to add to my little city of characters. Not really little city, like I have over 100 on this page. If you have any characters you want to add to the story or get their own book of, tell me in the comments below and create a video of the character. You can draw on paper. I don't care what it looks like. I'll redraw it. It has to be colored though. It has to be a colored character drawn on either digitally or on a piece of paper. Record it. Send it to me on the comments, and I will draw it any way you. I'll draw it any way you want. You can even tell me a backstory about it, and I'll put them in a book of some sort. I might write. So I write books on Wattpad all the time. So stay cool, stay freezing, peace out, and tomorrow or the day after, I don't know, we'll go over some more characters. Stay cool, stay freezing, peace out. Like this girl here. Peace out.